Well, first of all, I just want to say thanks for having me on here. I'm sure as many people around the world know, I'm the famous plumber. Even though I'm not a plumber anymore, I've actually been retired from that job ever since Nintendo recruited me to be their mascot, which I've been doing now for over 30 years. But I still want to share how this all started. I still remember on that fateful night, back when Luigi and I still lived in Brooklyn, we were playing a game of Go Fish when all of a sudden a short mushroom child named Toad was knocking on our door, and he begged for us to help the princess. And the rest is all history. Now keep in mind, this happened before I got the job offer from Nintendo. So in a nutshell, the Super Mario video games that people know about today, they're essentially a recap of my own life experiences. I love it when people ask me that, because I have so many hobbies. Go-kart racing, painting, board games, golf, tennis, baseball, soccer, martial arts, Olympic sports. Seriously, I don't get enough credit for all the things I know how to do. And if you want proof, just look up all these games. Just look up Mario Kart, Mario Party, Mario Golf, Mario Tennis. It's all there. And I'm sure you'll enjoy them. Another great question. Man, this feels good. But to be honest, it's definitely Super Mario Bros. For the NES, 1985. That's what launched my career. With all due respect, I still have a lot of appreciation for the other big platformer games because they brought a lot of significant value to the different generational consoles. For example, Super Mario 64 was so revolutionary for gaming because it was the first three-dimensional open-world Mario game. Super Mario Sunshine branched away from the Mushroom Kingdom, introduced new characters and gaming mechanics. But still, even to this day, Super Mario Bros. NES is going to be my favorite game of all time. If I had $1 every time I'm asked about my relationship with Peach, shit, I would have retired decades ago. Things have been a little rocky between us after the events of Super Mario Odyssey, and I'll explain why. I proposed to Peach after I saved her from the dark side of the moon, and guess what happened? She said no. After all the trouble I went through collecting power moons, traveling from multiple worlds, defeating a gang of deranged rabbits that conspired with Bowser, she still rejected my marriage proposal. Any other man would have dumped her scrawny ass in a heartbeat if she had said something like that to them. It's a blessing in disguise that Bowser has kidnapped Peach multiple times over the years. Not only does it solidify my job security with Nintendo, it also serves as a reminder to Peach that I'm the real deal. That is a very good question, because all four of the girls have their ups and downs. Naturally, I tend to favor Yang. Ruby is polite and compassionate, but sometimes a little too naive for her own good. Weiss is extremely wealthy, which of course gives her a huge sense of entitlement. She's also got a sharp tongue, which usually rubs many people the wrong way. Blake is extremely intelligent and level-headed for her age, which is quite impressive. The only downside is that she's very introverted. Yang has this outgoing, no-filter personality that makes her the fireball of the team, and that is essentially why I favor her. I think the real question is, who doesn't like that movie? You don't have to be a gamer or a child to enjoy the Super Mario movie. I'll admit, I was very skeptical of Chris Pratt voicing me for many reasons. He took a very different approach compared to Charles Martinet and used a Brooklyn accent. Looking back, people would have gotten annoyed hearing my Italian voice throughout the entire movie. And honestly, I can't complain anymore about Chris, because even the guy who voices me on this channel doesn't try to make me sound like my video game persona. If it weren't for Nintendo, I would still be fixing busted pipes and unclogging nasty toilets. Yeah, I know I can be arrogant and selfish at times, but I still cherish the friends I've made over the years. Team RWBY has made an impression that can't be expressed in words. You'll have to meet them for yourself to know what they're like. Who knows? There might be other well-known characters outside of Nintendo that I cross paths with one day. Now if you'll excuse me, happy hour is about to start.